Hello, Warren.
Hey, Brandon, good to see you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here in Chicago with you. You know, I decided to come out from Washington because we're hearing about this oversubscribed supply chain, congestion at the airports nationwide, but also here in Chicago as well. And I thought I'd come out for a few hours here today to talk about what AGI is doing to help the situation, help freight forwarders, and getting their way through all this volume that we're seeing right now.
Brandon, I'd be happy to show you around the AGI facilities here at Chicago O'Hare National Airport. We're really excited that you're here and to show you about the technology we've invested here at AGI, at the people of that, and the operation itself. So let's go around and take a look.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
Earlier you asked, what is AGI doing to help mitigate the cargo congestion here at Chicago International Airport? One of the things we've done is created the Operations Control Center, the OCC. This is a $100,000 investment that AGI has invested in to help bring technology into play to help work through any issues that we may be having here at Chicago O'Hare. This, along with our online call center that we are creating, helps make that difference. It all starts here with our flight tracker radar system, where we're tracking all the aircraft that are coming in to Chicago O'Hare. So this plane here coming in from Japan, arriving at Chicago, will arrive here at 3:22 p.m. We use that information because it's very crucial to have our ramp teams set and ready to go when those planes do arrive here.
So this map shows all the planes that you are about to handle coming into Chicago, and then I see some have already departed. You're tracking those too.
We are. By taking that information when those planes arrive, we have everything set with our ramp team operations to go. We've tagged by GPS all our major ramp equipment, our pushback, our loaders, and so we have cargo set and ready to go when those planes arrive here. We then take it a step further. We know when cargo is coming in, we unload the planes, get into our warehouse facilities, but yet we want to know how are we doing? How are we performing for the freight forwarders and our truckers? Through Cargo Sprint, we check all the times, the wait times, the queue times of drivers once they enter the facility, check in at our kiosk, and how the cargo is getting out the door.
So all the drivers check in, and you monitor when they checked in, how many you have waiting, and you're measuring this.
We're measuring it because if we don't know if there's a challenge, we can't improve on that.
Right.
But we take this information even further. Behind you on this other screen here is our heat map. And this heat map allows us to track at our facilities when it's busy and when it's not busy. It shows us between 10 and 6 p.m. that this one facility here is quite busy with operations. So then we need to allocate more resources, staff that are trained to help get that cargo in and out the door. But we also want to go a step further. We want to communicate this information to the forwarder, say, look, we got green time, we're not busy, or just a little bit busy. So the more we work with the culture of the forwarders working together and communicate, we can get the cargo in and we can get it out.
So how are you communicating those downtimes with the freight forwarding community?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we're creating an online chat center through our website, allianceground.com. An individual freight forwarder will be able to go in, talk to a live person via chat.
Real person.
Real person.
Not a
live
robot.
person, not a robot.
Okay.
A real person, and be able to chat with that person on their cargo status, how their facility is going, because that person, that AGI employee, will have this information readily available. Key is about communication. Key is about changing the culture and working together to get this cargo out the door. In addition to all the technology, AGI has several hundred cameras throughout our network here in Chicago O'Hare, so we can view all the operations here from the OCC.
Wow.
This is our Import 1717 Center, and as you can see, it's quite expansive. This view allows us to see the flow of traffic, see the operation, and see the cargo shipments as they come in and out of the facilities. But we can also use it for our airline partners to actually see a cargo shipment if there's a question about a certain one. And it's quite detailed.
So you've just zoomed in to a lot label, and you've just zoomed in from what looks like a
few hundred yards away.
And you can read it pretty clearly.
We can read it pretty clearly. So it's amazing what these cameras and what technology can do for us. You know, AGI is the largest ground handler in Chicago, but we also want to be the smartest. And using this technology will help us that, and more importantly, take care of those freight forwarders and our airline partners.
Yeah, got to be smart.
You want to see the rest of the operation?
I sure do. Come on, show me.
Let's go.
Warren, that OCC is really impressive, and it's cold in here.
It's our Perishable Center, Brandon. You know, we were in the 2 to 8 freezer here, and now we're in the 15 to 25. This is a 12,000 square foot facility that cost us about $1.5 million. But it's important because, you know, this farmer traffic, these perishable products, it's vaccines, it's other goods that need to be kept at a constant temperature state. And so that's why we've done the investments in addition to technology for this facility here.
Wow, and you're handling all types of temperature variations?
For the 2 to 8 and 15 to 25 in here is the temperature we keep it at and all that. For the freight forwarders and for the airline partners here, it's a continuous flow of operation, and we can expand even further if needed.
Wow, it's very impressive.
It is, it is. So you want to see the rest of the operation?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure AGI has a lot of service partners that they depend on every day to get this job done, right?
We do, Brandon. In addition to the great airline partners, we rely heavily on our service providers. One of them is Global K9. Eric,
Warren,
great
how are
to see
you,
you.
sir? You too.
Eric, this is Brandon Freed of the Airforwarders Association.
Nice to
How are you
see you,
doing,
Eric. The Airforwarders Association worked very hard to get the third-party privatized K9 program underway at the TSA, and now people like Eric are screening cargo at a lot faster rate, probably more efficiently and maybe more accurately.
More
Wouldn't
accurate,
you say, Eric?
yeah. About 85% more accurate
Yeah.
and faster.
That's great.
We're proud of our role with that we play in the supply chain and with our partnership with AfA and with AGI and helping clear the floor and keep the supply chain moving.
That's been a big part of us meeting the security requirements, especially during the pandemic, when volumes have been through the roof. We're glad that we can get this job done using these K9s.
It's all about the partnerships and getting the job done, taking care of the freight, taking care of the customers.
Now the forwarders appreciate you.
Thank you again, Eric, for everything you do.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Brandon.
How large is this place?
Brandon, this facility alone is about 250,000 square feet of warehouse operation that handles a lot of our airline partners here at Chicago O'Hare.
And I see outside there are a lot of freighters. You're handling both freighter and passenger belly cargo in here?
We do. On any given day, we average about 15 to 20 flights of operations through this facility. And what's really important about that is the economic impact those flights bring into Chicago and the Midwest region. The airline partners that we handle have about an $800 million direct and indirect opportunities.
Right.
That's jobs at the end of the day.
Yeah, you have airlines and you have freight forwarders. You have hundreds of freight forwarders located around the O'Hare Airport.
Hundreds of freight forwarders are affected by the operations here at AGI. The cargo volumes are coming in from around the world.
Yeah.
And in the day, like I said, that's jobs and economic opportunities, not just for forwarders, but also the truckers, because every day cargo is trucked from Chicago throughout the United States. And it really is a great benefit here.
Sure, very important to local commerce and the industry as well.
Totally. Upstairs in the OCC, we talked about flights arriving in and how important it was to AGI to have the ramp teams and all the equipment set. This is how it comes out for us. As you can see here, it's a busy day here at the northeast corner of AGI, Chicago O'Hare Airport, and our teams are set.
A lot of inbound aircraft, outbound aircraft, a lot of cargo sitting here on the ramp. Is it always this busy, Warren?
It is. Over a 3-day period, we can handle over 150 cargo operations between operations here and on the south side of Chicago Airport. That's why it's key coordination in the OCC and our ramp teams is so important, because we want to get that cargo in and out the door to the freight forwarders.
In all kinds of weather.
All types of weather. As you see here, a little overcast, a little rain,
Yep.
but we get it done.
Great.
So Brandon, we've had the pleasure of showing you our Operation Control Center, our Perishable Center, our ramp operations. But we really wanted to show you the investment AGI has made in our 253,000 square foot import center here at Chicago O'Hare Airport. We've made the decision to bring the imports off the airport to help regulate, decrease the truck traffic on the airport environment. So we went out and leased this great facility, but also put the investments in technology in this facility as well. We did about a $100,000 cargo mobility system. When cargo is checked in to a certain location on the racking system, a forwarder can go on the allianceground.com website and see, per the area bill, what location within the facility that cargo is set. So that's just one of the things what we've done also to help try to work through the issues.
Yeah, so this helps relieve the congestion at the airport. You don't have all that activity from the export side. They can come here, it's a more relaxed environment, and get their imports.
It is, and we've had great response from the freight forwarder community and the trucker community of how well this operation is running. And with the improvements with the racking systems and technology, it's a great facility. It alleviates the pressure from the airport where we can do exports. So we're very excited about how this facility has come together. And we've got room to grow here at the operation.
I really appreciate the invitation to come out here today and talk about what's going on with this airport congestion issue. I also appreciate that AGI has been transparent with the forwarder community and keeping those lines of communication open, because that's what it's all about. It's about communicating with one another, because it's been challenging throughout the pandemic, as you know.
It has been, but you know, as members of the Airforwarders Association and your membership, you know, we want to work together, as you said, being transparent. And the more we communicate and we change the culture of how we work business together and we solve problems together instead of pointing fingers, then we create that work environment that works for everybody. It's all about moving our cargo, no bottlenecks. And so we're happy to be part of that, and we just appreciate the Airforwarders Association and the role they play in making this happen.
Well, we're glad to have you. Thanks for having me
Brandon,
out
thank
here.
you again for coming out. We do
It's always a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thank you.